was about to take this back way, but finally cleared up.
I haven't sent you anything.
I know. No, I don't blame you. And I really only use it for wins. You know what I mean?
Do you still need it for this week? I'll send it to you.
If they win.
If they win. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
that'd be awesome. But man, I really thought the offense would come alive a little bit.
Yeah, the field
We
is
just-
not
they
as
just-
defensive stalwart.
Yeah, they just held on to the ball. 82 plays. 82 plays they had. Never got a chance to get the football.
Yeah.
And Camroy had a beautiful, did you see that pass?
To Darren?
That ball was right there where Drew Brees had put it, right there at the face mask. Perfect pass. The first play was a false start.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 of them in the first quarter.
What's up, man? Happy
What's up?
homecoming.
You as well, bro. I heard the homecoming parade was pretty good. It could be interesting to see what the crowd's going to be this week.
Huh?
It's going to be interesting to see what the crowd's going to be
Oh, the crowd gonna be here. I just don't know if they gonna make their way inside of.
in the game, right?
Yeah. But all this gonna be, it's gonna be jumping.
Yeah. I thought about going with the team and coming in on that, because last year I was 2.5 hours in, but I think I'm just gonna come early. Just set my iPad up, watch the LSU game.
Go get you something to eat, man, and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
It's not a bad idea.
That's how you gotta do it.
Beat all the traffic.
Cause it's definitely
Yeah.
gonna be that.
So y'all does 44 do news too or no?
Like Fox?
Yeah.
Yes. So we rebranded about a few months ago. It's all Louisiana First News. So if you turn on Fox or NBC, it's pretty much the same thing, same
Yeah.
brand.
Okay. I saw Victor Howe doing it. Was it Sunday night?
Yeah, he's doing a sports show at our studio.
What made Andre Moore come back?
So I think at first he was like, we needed like a fill-in anchor, and he was like, all right, I'll just come fill in.
Oh, wow.
And then he was like, and then he had an anchor leave, so he's like, yeah, I'll just step in.
Yeah, I like it. I like it doing it.
They just honored his brother at LSU. Doug Morrow.
Was that?
His brother Doug Morrow.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard he was on it this week at LSU.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
No. It's all your fault, Brown. First year covering Southern.
Yeah. My first year covering LSU basketball wasn't so hot either, so, yeah, men's basketball wasn't.
You do men's too? That's horrible.
Yeah,
That men's, so answer me this question.
yeah.
What is LSU known for? LSU's known for football and baseball, won national championships. Tell me how they have 5 basketball statues to 1 for baseball, 1 for
That's a good
football.
point, yeah, no.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
absolutely nuts.
Yeah, no, they have legends, like Shaq's a legend, Keith Maravich is a historical guy, 70s.
Chris Jackson,
Yeah.
which I love Chris Jackson.
They don't have a statue of Chris Jackson.
Oh, that's right,
They
they
have
don't.
a statue
They
of,
just put him in the Ring of Honor.
they have a statue
Hall
of.
of Fame.
They say that's the one.
And they're not supposed to do that. LSU has the strictest rule. You have to graduate from LSU to be in the Hall of Fame. But they make exceptions for Pete, for Chris Jackson. But it's stupid because, okay, most people that's outside LSU does not even know why he's going to play for LSU.
Yeah.
Why don't you put him in the Ring of Honor? Because they say that he didn't graduate and didn't have such a great career.
Body man.
Oh my God.
They take exceptions to this.
That's a name that's synonymous with football.
Yeah.
That's the way LSU is. They will never put Nick Saban in there.
Yep.
And that's just stupid. He woke up the sleeping giant.
Yeah, keep it in the sand.
He got the,
Why not
what
they
do you call it, the
they
rock
went
rolling.
to the short
The
side
ball
of the field on
rolling.
the short edge. Use the whole field.
Unbelievable.
Talking about that dumbass last play call from Alabama State?
Yeah, to the short side, it's like, dude, you literally on the left hash, and you go to the short side of the field trying to make a play in a tight spot. I didn't see no mismatch. The linebacker ran.
There was only one out. Packy in the goal line. Let Body make the final decision.
It was his to win. They lost.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Bama State and Jackson.
Man, that,
What happened at the end of that game? Because I thought it was close.
Jackson scored with 54 seconds left. Bama State drives down and calls a timeout on the 2-yard line with 1 second left. He got stopped on the goal.
Coach, that one.
And that was ball game. An instant classic.
Hey,
It was.
I just told him. Did you hear the shit that Grambling pulled last week? What he said?
What? What's in there?
He said was in street clothes and a boot.
All right, y'all ready? Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Got me, Brandon?
Yeah, I got it.
You good? Bree? Yep. Baptiste? All right, ready? All right. Happy homecoming, everybody. Southern University taking on Prairie View A&M, 4 p.m. Start time, 4 o'clock. Of course, you know homecoming crowds get there early. Homecoming will be absolutely crazy. Parade has already happened, so that's good news there. Still expecting a big crowd. The game will be on HBCU Go, also on the Southern University Radio Network. Southern leads the series 51-22. This will be the 74th meeting between the two. Southern won last year in overtime, 31-24 final score. In the last 10 meetings, Southern has won 7 out of the last 10 meetings. And of course, with that, Southern is +1 as far as the streak goes. The game is going to be sponsored by Care South Medical and Dental, CSRS, and Cardiovascular Institute of the South. I want to thank the Quarterback Club again for giving some delicious food today from Couillon's out in Port Allen. It was good, huh? Obviously, we wait for this game, and with that, to talk about the Prairie View A&M game and last week's game is Coach, come on, Coach Graves.
Good afternoon. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Good. Happy homecoming. Yeah. Last week we went to Bethune-Cookman. Rainy day. Literally, we didn't play well across the board. We started off fast, and unfortunately we weren't able to come out with the win. Hats off to Coach Woody and his staff and their players because they played well. And so you give them credit. But again, our guys played, they fought, and that's the thing about them. They didn't quit. And so as long as they didn't quit, we know we still have a chance. So we met on yesterday, and we talked about it, and we corrected it. Great energy last night at practice. These guys do a great job of taking ownership of what they do or don't do well as well, and that's good to see. And like I told them, it starts and stops with me. It starts and stops with me, and we got to be better, and it starts from me on down. As I told my assistant coaches, we have to be better from top down. And so no one is exempt. Everybody is taking their accountability, and we're looking forward to putting a great game plan together to go out here and compete against PV. We know they're coming in at the top of the West right now. Coach Jackson's doing a really good job with that program. And, those guys are going to come in fired up, ready to go, and we got to be fired up and ready to go.
Coach, looking back at the game plan y'all had on Saturday, you wish there anything different y'all would have did as far as, I guess, just the run-pass ratio early on and starting the board?
No, execution, point blank period. We knew that Bethune-Cookman was going to run 8 and 9 man fronts, and that's what they did because Coach Woody was concerned about our run game. So they did a great job of running the 8 and 9 man fronts. And so if they're going to give you 8 and 9 man fronts, you got to be able to throw the football. You can allow your ego to get the best of you and try to run, but when they got more than that you can block, then you have to counter. And that's the thing that was the thing that we thought we had. We used Cam because the perimeter was open and the throwing lanes were there, but we weren't consistent with that. And so from that standpoint, we had hit those things, just like we opened up the game with Demo catching it and throwing. And so we thought that, we got this thing going. And as time went on, we just consistently or inconsistently did not execute. And then defensively, it's the same thing. We got to be able to stop those things that they're doing. We gotta be able to stop the things that they were doing. And, having 2 left-handed athletic quarterbacks, I don't think that we executed the way that we should have in terms of trying to slow them down. because, we knew that they could score points, but things that should have been doing schematically, consistently, we weren't doing. And so we had to, when you look at that, that's the thing that I saw.
Kind of going out there defensively, it seemed like all of a sudden was throwing the underneath curls and hooks. Do you feel like the DBs should have played a little closer?
We should have. They horizontally stretched us all game, and that's the thing. That was the most frustrating thing, and we were giving them different looks, and, for whatever reasons, guys were seeing some things that weren't there, or too caught up in the hitch and go stuff. That was the big thing. The hitch and go, the over routes, and stuff that they do. They had a lot of big plays in the previous game, so I think it was more being cautious about that instead of just reacting and trusting and playing to what they see.
Coach, the Falcons had a time of possession of over 40 minutes in that game. Do you think that contributed to maybe the defense making some mistakes, the fact that maybe they were just out on the field for so many plays at a time for a long period?
I think it's twofold. I think it's that we didn't get enough first downs. We didn't keep the chains moving, first and foremost. We didn't play complementary football together. So we didn't get enough first downs to lead to touchdowns. And then defensively, we didn't get enough stops because there were opportunities where we could get off the field, and we didn't. And it was basically the horizontal stretch stuff. They did a good job because Cam Ransom was the starting quarterback, and, he got injured the week before. But apparently he was, able to facilitate the offense, and they did a good job of the quick game, and he ran some, but he didn't run enough. Well, he ran enough to be, efficient. And so they did those things, and so they were able to control the clock. When you can have the efficiency that they had, hats off to them. They really did a good job, and so that's what it was. It was a combination of those things. We didn't keep the ball long enough, and we didn't get off the field when we should have.
There's been plenty of games this year where you guys start off fast and start off really strong, especially in the first quarter, but then it seems like you guys lose the momentum. Do you know the root cause of, kind of things shifting throughout the game?
Execution. Plain and simple, execution. Talked to the team yesterday. They said it. Said, Coach, we just got to stay focused and execute. And that's the thing about it. You got to execute. You got to work. Whatever's being called on either side of the ball, you got to execute that at a high level. And that leads to being able to finish games. And then what happens is the guys, we start off fast, they lose focus or not executing, and then it causes guys to press. It causes them to press, and so now guys start doing things outside of what it's been called to do, and that's a natural reaction. And so you got to guard against that, and they have to just stay disciplined to doing those things. Guys want to make plays so bad to try to change momentum here and there, but you still can't get outside the scheme of what we're doing in order. And so that's a lot of guys are really pressing, trying to make plays, trying to be the one to to change the tide. So just got to stay focused and stay within the framework of what they've been coached to do.
What would be your message to fans that are, confused or frustrated with the 1 or 5 start?
Keep the faith. Hang with us. These guys are playing hard. They're trying hard. Those guys are frustrated too. They have to deal with hearing the noise and the things of that nature, and that comes with it. But those guys are really going out, practicing hard, playing hard, focused, and they're trying. And the thing that you got to understand, we got 2 quarterbacks that are going through on-the-job training. Our starter, he hadn't played since Mississippi Valley. Our guy that was here in the spring, he left for personal reasons, family reasons. So we're playing with 2 new quarterbacks. And so it's not as if, and those are not excuses, those are the reality of it. And so, to have a guy come in the summer and then you have a guy 8 days before school start, I like to see a whole lot of schools have a lot of success with that starting off. But again, even with that, if we just execute the way we're capable, things will turn around, and they understand that. So we got guys out injured, out for the season, and things of that nature. That's part of it. We don't make any excuses. It's next man up, and then it's up to us, whomever's available. We have to make sure that they know what they're doing when they go out there and play hard. So at the end of the day, keep the faith, hang in there with these guys, because these guys are committed and they're working, and they want it. They want it more than anybody.
Running back Mike Franklin, I saw he posted on social media that he had things about surgery.
Yeah, Mike's out. He's out. He had surgery on his foot. He's out. I don't know of the season, but he's out right now. So he had foot injury, and it was it's a non-contact deal. Unfortunately, I've had at least 3 of those types of injuries, non-contact injuries that have hindered us in what we're doing this year. So that's part of, we'll see how some guys recover faster, some guys don't. So we'll see.
Prairie View has a really strong defense, probably one of the best in the SWAC. Just what challenges do they bring, and how are you preparing your offense for that?
Well, they're a hard front, and they do a lot of cover 4 variations, but the big thing is they're a drop 8 team. And that means they're putting 8 guys in coverage, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to get the quarterback to be impatient and throw the football into coverage. And so that's helping them. And so you got to take, every offense and every defense has a strength and a weakness. So if they're a drop 8 team, that means that they're trying to protect the roof. Those guys are not trying to give up big plays. So now you got to exploit and you got to hit the weaknesses. And that's what we just talked about in our meeting. We got to take what they give us. And then we got to be able to run the football. Yeah, it's a 3-man front. You got to be able to run the football. It's no secret. And it's things that they are doing. It's not anything fancy about what they're doing. They coach well, guys running to the ball. But at the end of the day, when it's a defense, as Coach Jackson alluded to, it's a defense that the conference is not used to seeing for a full game. The last time a team that ran that was when I was coaching at another school, and we ran it, and we were a lot more exotic than they are. And so, but it's about being patient. It's about being patient and taking what they give you. That's how you give yourselves a chance to score and compete against a defense such as that.
Any update on Jalen Woods?
He's been practicing. He's practicing. He's getting the groove. We're waiting on some things to come in for him, and so he's around. Like last night, he practiced. He threw the ball around. He's feeling good, and he's feeling confident. He went with us on the trip, and that was good for him to get back into the groove. And he's getting better and better each day. He's like I said, he's getting back in the feel and the flow of practice and getting in there. And of course, nothing you won't really know until he actually gets into some real live type of competition. So,
Does this game Saturday, does it feel like a do or die situation considering how far back y'all are and how ahead Prairie View is?
No, we know what's at stake. But the thing is, I told the guys, a win Saturday gives us the tiebreaker.
Horatio Johnson didn't play much after the first quarter. Similar to Jackson State, did something happen to him? Similar or what was it?
No, he got banged. I think he twisted his ankle or something happened with his ankle, and that's unfortunate. Again, we had both safeties out at one point in time, and when our secondary was our strength coming into the season, and we've had some major hits back there, and so now we forced to play a lot of young people, and so when you're playing young people, you got to kind of do what they can do and let them learn on the run, basically. And so that was unfortunate, not to have our leader, our captain out there. But again, you got to play the game. And so those guys that go out there, they got to be ready to go. And we got to do things to make sure we help them to make sure that they have success.
Coach, has there been conversations with you and your offensive staff about just changing things up to try to sustain momentum for a full 4 quarters?
Yeah, we talk about it, but at the end of the day, it goes back to execution. It's always, everything's gonna always be magnified when things are not going well. If you flip that record with what we're doing, nothing would be said. But that's part of it. So it's not like, we're not looking for awards me, a pat on the back or whatever. We know that things are not going well, but you can't just abandon what you know that works. Case in point, that play with Darren Morris. That play's been there most of the time all year. So the execution of it, if we do that more consistently, things would be a lot different. So it's not what we're doing, it's how consistently we do it. And so, and that's the thing. As long as we, there's no need to panic for us. Those guys, hey, you can't go middle of the season and just say, hey, we're gonna blow this up and do this and do that. It doesn't work that way. You got to find out. I tell them all the time, find out what we do and do well, and do that. Those things that we don't do well, work to do those things well. And if we can't do them well, don't do them at all. And that's in all phases.
Does Prairie kind of remind you of y'all team from last year? Because they kind of have to live their life on the edge.
It's funny that you said that. It's like they're getting those breaks. They're getting the breaks that we got last year. 2 1-point wins, things like that. They're getting the breaks, and that's part of it. And hats off to them because they're finding ways to come out on the other side. Unfortunately, we're struggling to get that. But again, you just got to keep working, keep your head down, and keep working and pushing and giving great effort because, as long as you, like I tell them, it's easy to stop and lay down. The thing is to keep fighting, and if you keep fighting, it'll turn for you.
One more question for Coach Graves.
Ashton Strother, he came in late third quarter. What do you see from him and just learn about him this second time being able to relieve the starter?
He's getting better. He talking about a guy that came 8 days before school started, and the guy's learning on the run. And his hats off to him because I don't know how many guys would have the moxie and the determination to try to do the things that he's doing. And that speaks to how intelligent he is, how committed he is, and how bad he wants it. And so it's hats off to him. Guy came in and he played well. So considering. So it's again, to have a guy come in, we're fortunate. We're glad to have him, and he's glad to be here. And so it's a deal. It's a repetition. You're gonna get experience in this game. The only way you can get better at this game, you got to play it. You got to play it, and you got to be able to deal with the aches and pains and the heartbreaks and things that come with it. But again, if you don't quit, then you'll win in the end.
Thanks, Coach Graves.
All right, go Jags.